All right, and we are live. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Welcome back once again, pardon me, to the Junk Shop Library channel, home of the Improv Bible Studies series. Our shtick here, for anyone new watching at the moment or watching new in the future, is that we read word for word the King James Version of 1611. Then we subject it to mockery and scrutiny and ridicule from a modern humanist, atheist, feminist perspective. If that sounds appealing to you, stick around. If that sounds unappealing to you, maybe stick around anyway. Give me a hate watch. Leave me some mean-spirited comments. Let's see how the day goes. All right, let me check on what's going on in the chat. Over here, Mr. Shadow Kitty was here at one time. I don't know if he's still hanging around. Joan is here, having taken a break from the depths of Leviticus to join us over here at the start of 2 Kings. We got Santi the Sane in the house. We have the Danes, Linda and Morton. Welcome, my friends. We have Paul Camish, my first patron. Welcome, my friend. It is good to see you as always. And Brainbug is also in the house. I got both my patrons here in the house for the Bible encounter today. We also got Amiga Nuts, who wants to play devil's advocate by saying, why do you call it the Big Book of War Crimes and Outdated Regulations, Utter Madness and Abuse? Because I'm fucking reading it, Amiga Nuts. Word for word. And it's nothing but atrocities, outdated regulations, madness, and abuse. Kenny calls them like he sees them, Monty. All right. Since everybody here seems to be a long-time viewer, you may have noticed a little something different about the layout today. We do not have my happy smiling face. I was on Jen's Little Corner stream earlier with my wonderful wife, Julie, and we discovered we've got a bit of a bandwidth issue that seems to be best defeated in the short term, at least, by switching over to audio only. So you'll just have to stare at that beautiful cartoon made for me by the indomitable Faye the Most Gracious. You should definitely check out her art over on Instagram under the username Anger Spread Thin. She made that for me just sort of out of the blue on offer. Gosh, almost 2 years ago now. I think I've used it on all platform I've got. And due to the incredible question about no cam today, only right now. Okay, let's check something here. Phone. Seem to be. Audio processing is disabled. Don't have anything else open. Oh, Lordy Lou. I wonder what's going on. I wonder. Bad weather in Appalachia. Yeah, that could be it. Let me bounce over to my second screen here and see what it looks like to y'all. Because frankly, I have no idea what's going on. Fiddly-dee. Y'all bear with me. Just audio's getting better. Hey, Math Pig. Says, did we break the internet again? Yeah, well, I do that sometimes, you know. And I'm okay again, says Paul. Okay, well, that may just be one of those computer things. Yeah, so anyway, the that long explanation about the technical stuff and the mini plug for the show I was on with Jen earlier, that's the official story. Since we're all friends here, I'll tell you what the real tea is, which is that I have been looking at my face on this screen for 3 fucking days. I have fought with OBS. I have struggled with StreamYard. I have taken thumbnail pictures for some upcoming videos. I have fought with bandwidth issues. I'm tired of seeing my own damn face. Now I've got a little cartoon of my own damn face, but it's not the same. It's not the same. All right. Well, let's dive right into it, shall we? We'll be turning today. Here's a funny thing. Y'all can't see this because I got the camera off, but I got to turn on my light so that I can see to read the book because it's dark in this room. Yeah. Got fucking cables everywhere. Goddamn rat's nest down there. Oh, thank you, Math Pig. I appreciate that. It seems to be connected to just having an old ass computer and not great computer connection, and something to do with time of day. I know it shouldn't make any difference, but I swear to God, it makes a difference what time of day I try to connect to the internet. It's the reason we're doing it right now is because we usually have pretty good signal right about now. Don't ask me how that works. I just know what I've observed. Alrighty, so we turn today to the second book of the Kings, chapter 1. I got no damn clue what's about to happen. Let's find out together. And Moab rebelled against Israel after the death of Ahab. And Ahaziah fell down through a lattice in his upper chamber that was in Samaria and was sick. And he sent messengers and said unto them, Go, inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron, whether I shall recover of this disease. But the angel of the Lord said to Elijah the Tishbite, Arise, go up to meet the messengers of the king of Samaria, and say unto them, Is it not because there is not a God in Israel that you go to inquire of all above, the God of Ekron? Now, therefore, thus saith the Lord, thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. And Elijah departed. And when the messengers turned back unto him, he said unto them, Why are ye now turned back? And they said unto him, There came a man up to meet us, and they said unto us, Go, turn again unto the king that sent you, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Is it not because there is not a God in Israel that thou needest to inquire of the Baals above, the God of Ekron shalt surely die? He which came up to meet you, and I answered him his loins. Right. The king sent unto him a camp out on the top of a hill, said, Come down, if I be a man thee, and I 50 him, and his 50. Again also he sent unto him another captain of 50 with his 50, and he answered and said unto him, O man of God, thus hath the king said, Come down quickly. And Elijah answered and said unto him, If I be a man of God, let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And the fire of God came down from heaven and consumed him and his 50. And he sent again a captain of the third 50 with his 50. And the third captain of 50 went up and came and fell on his knees before Elijah and besought him, and said unto him, O man of God, I pray thee, let my life and the life of these 50 thy servants be precious in thy sight. Behold, there came down fire from heaven, and burnt up the two captains of the former 50s with their 50s. Therefore let my life now be precious in thy sight. And the angel of the Lord said unto Elijah, Go down with him, be not afraid of him. And he arose and went down with him unto the king. And he said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Forasmuch as thou hast sent messengers to inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron, is it not because there is no God in Israel to inquire of his word? Therefore thou shalt not come down off that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. So he died, according to the word of the Lord, which Elijah had spoken. And Jehoram reigned in his stead in the 2nd year of Jehoram, the son of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, because he had no son. Now the rest of the acts of Ahaziah which he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And that's the end of the 1st chapter. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm seeing the chat now. That bad, was it? God damn it. How is it now, y'all? Hang on. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. I'll see what y'all are saying in something closer real time. Hum-de-dum-de-dee-dee-doo. Speed reading. Anything happened since Linda said something about the speed reading after it started? Oh, Joan's reading along in the text. Why am I not surprised? From verse 15 on, it was okay. All right. Let me look back and see what was happening in verse 15. Oh, you missed the massacres then. All right. Well, we'll be... Yeah, Linda says I need a producer. Yeah, a producer or a better computer, one of the twain. I'm not sure any producer would be able to help me with the hardware that I'm dealing with. I hate to admit it, y'all, but I'm giving serious thought to going back to the old pre-recorded videos. They took fucking forever to upload, but I never had these problems with them. Except, well, no, I tell a lie, didn't I? Except the last quite a few of those that I did, the audio was drifting so far out of sync from the video that they were damn near unwatchable. Okay, so since the audio fucked up during the fun part, the most Elijah-est story that ever did Elijah, don't worry, I'm not going to read the whole thing again at you. So after Ahab dies, Ahaziah takes over. And the first thing Ahaziah does as king over Israel is fall out a window, break his back. And as one would expect of a king of the chosen people of Yahweh, he sends a message to inquire of Baal-zebub, the Lord of heaven, whether he's going to get better or not from his falling out a window problems. And word of the Lord comes to Elijah, sitting around twiddling his thumbs in the desert, apparently. Go tell these messengers only is he not bed he's lying in. That's how the Aramaic. And so the servants turn back and they go back to the king, and the king says, "You're back early." And they say, "Well, there was this hairy dude, and he said that there is still a God in Israel that's pissed off at you for going to ask word of Baal-zebub. And he said to tell you you're going to die in that bed." And Mr. Ahaziah says, "I need you to tell me a little bit more about this rando who gave you this message instead of the priests of Baal-zebub, the ones that I sent you to." And I say, "Well, he was all hairy and shit, and he was wearing a leather belt." And Ahaziah says, "God damn it. It's fucking Elijah. Why, of all the prophets, of all the men of God in all the rotten little corners of this crappy little kingdom, why did my messengers have to run into fucking Elijah?" He says, "You go bring me this Elijah. I want to have some words with this prophet of Yahweh." So he sends a captain of 50 men and a troop of 50 men to find Elijah and bring him back. And they find him up sunbathing on top of a hill. More audio prop. Good Lord in heaven. Is this even worth it, y'all? Is this even worth doing it today? Because this, if it's as bad as it looks like it is, just from the chat, Math Pig says, replace your stream key with the other videos key and then do your OBS thing. Yeah, the problem is I've got OBS. I just can't fucking make it do anything. When I try to record, the audio is so choppy that it's barely intelligible. I think the sound card or something on this computer is shot. The sound has always been wacky on this damn thing. Oh, that was for Linda. Okay, never mind. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna finish out my explanation of this chapter and then kill the stream, and then I'm gonna watch it back and see like how bad it got where, and see if I can tell from the sound what kind of issues I'm having. Because this is stressing me out with the never knowing if anybody can hear what I'm saying. So the Troop 50 goes to Elijah and finds him sunbathing on top of the hill. Says, we're supposed to fetch you back to Mr. Ahaziah that you sent such bad news to. And he says, tell you what, fetch this. And fire falls from the sky and burns all 51 of them alive. Math Pig is offering to produce the stream. I have no earthly idea what that would entail. If you'd be willing to take a crack at it and see if you could figure out what the fuck my problem is, I would be up for that. I appreciate that offer, no end. Seriously. Paul's back home, safely back home. Good. And somehow word gets back to Mr. Ahaziah. Got all because none of them ever came back in 50 thing. There's a big chum at the foot of the hill. He had to deliver exactly the same balloon and fire. After lying in bed with a broken back and ain't got no brain and nothing better to do, sends out the 153rd man and his troop. And they get there and they see 102 burned up bodies at the foot of the hill, and Elijah there sunbathing on top of the hill. And the captain says, Elijah, please do not burn us up. I would very much prefer not to be burnt up. But we've been sent to ask you to come to King Ahaziah and prophesy unto him concerning the state of his fallen out of windows injury. And hang on, I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm looking for that. Ain't it? Okay. MathPig says schedule another stream and then just send me the stream key. Yeah, I can do that. Joan says it is bad. MathPig says I'll DM you a StreamYard. Okay. Paul says, can I get a netbook or a laptop? I'm on a laptop right now. This is the cutting edge of technology here in the library. You would not believe the desktop I have. It is a poor antiquated relic that's essentially only good for playing solitaire and working the version of Microsoft Word that came with its Windows 2000 operating system. Yeah. We're in the process of saving up for something to replace this thing and just trying to nurse this poor long-suffering baby along until we can retire it, send it off to the great what's it in the sky, wherever it is old laptops go. My bedroom where I can play Aliens versus Predator from 2001. Oh, Linda, that's very sweet. Yep. If I lived in Denmark, I'd be sending you a big ass self-addressed stamped envelope too. We would be in talks and negotiations. Okay, so the rest of the chapter is a part that y'all actually heard pretty clear, and there ain't much to it. It's he comes to King Ahaziah, and Ahaziah says, so what is this so important message you've got from God that you saw fit to burn up 102 of my folks? You don't listen real good, says Elijah. I already told your damn messengers, but since we've gone through all this, I'll go ahead and tell your stupid ass again. God says you're a dumbass and that you're going to die on that bed you're lying in. Because not only did your clumsy ass fall out a window, but as soon as you got hurt, what did you do? You sent to ask word of Beelzebub, a stupid named god from a neighboring town. Instead of turning to the perfectly good God that you got right here in your town. You big dumb stupid. And then Ahaziah dies. And as for the rest of the works of him, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel? Paul Kamich says the dustbin. That's where the old, yep. All right. Well, whatever's going on now, I'm going to end up beating my brains out against this table if I try to take this on to its normal length. So I'm going to kill the stream here. Sorry, I've got y'all are well. I've figured. Okay, well, I appreciate y'all coming out. Sorry, this was such a train wreck. I did not anticipate this. I'm hoping I'll have figured out whatever the fuck is going on by Friday, because I've got another. We're scheduled to come back same time, same station on Friday afternoon. Julie and I will be over on Linda's TMI show tomorrow. Assuming the internet on our end works and the gods of technology behave. Yeah, Mr. Shadow Kitty, I wanted killer she bears. I did too. Let's see here. Come on, machine. All right. Yeah. Yeah, MathPig says he's got one ready to go. Okay, well, we're going to try this. We're going to check this and see how this works. And I'm sorry, the delay on my StreamYard chat is just so damn slow. It took me that long to even see those. I do see the DM. I'm going to click over there and see, and we'll see what we will see. Everybody hit that thumbs up button on the way out, and we'll rejoin each other over on Mr. MathPig's channel, where hopefully the gremlins will leave us alone. Everybody take care. Be safe. Fight against hate. I love my friends. Thank you all for coming.